Okay, Ritchie Valens fans, this was once Pacoima Junior High, and before they turned it into what they call now a middle school. I'm at the corner of Cagle Canyon and Laurel Canyon. Ritchie was here from 1954 to 1957, and he was at his grandfather's funeral when that horrible crash happened above the skies of this school that you can see in the film La Bamba of 1987. There was it was January 31st, 1957 on a Thursday, and there were 800 students in the auditorium, and a DC-7B and an F-89 Scorpion fighter jet collided over this school. And I guess it was the gods and all the fates made it where Ritchie wouldn't be here, and there was 4 dead in the air and 74 injured in the school and 3 dead here in the school. And while the students were graduating, the lady that was emceeing the graduation, the last thing they said that she said before the explosion and all the doors blew in was, "We have only one life to live." Can you believe it? And then it exploded, and it was recorded, if you can believe it, by a teacher. He was recording the graduation of the kids, and the 7th graders were outside exercising. That's why there were so many injured. Okay, and in this school, Ritchie dropped out, but he used to spend all his lunch periods here, they said, entertaining the kids over the auditorium and in the schoolyard. So I'm gonna drive around now, and we're gonna get a view of the auditorium where the famous Ritchie Valens in concert at Pacoima Junior High was recorded. Thankfully, that was recorded for posterity. Okay, let's go. Let's take a little ride around it to see where the concert was recorded with Ritchie Valens. Okay, we're gonna make a ride here in Cagle Canyon, and we're here on a Sunday. There's a mural of Ritchie Valens, but I couldn't find it. Maybe it's in the schoolyard, but it's all locked up. And what a horrendous thing. Oh, there it is. Back up. There it is. Okay, I found it. I think I can get a good shot. Okay. All right. Okay, there you go, Ritchie Valens fans. Too bad I can't get closer, but I was looking for that all over the place. Okay, anyway, he dropped out of high school in his junior year in 1958, and his, believe it or not, his flash, fast and explosive mark on the world only lasted 8 months. Can you believe it? And he even complained that it was just going too fast to his brother Bob Morales. And okay, let's get back in and let's drive around. Okay, well, for what that was worth, Ritchie Valens fans, but at least you're seeing where he went to junior high from 1954 to 1957. And when he died, there were only 3 records released in his lifetime, and this album wouldn't come out until 1960, a year later. Ritchie Valens in concert at Pacoima High School. And here you go, the hallways and the schoolyard that Ritchie Valens once passed his short life in. And here I would imagine is the auditorium where he recorded that live album, or maybe the cafeteria, or maybe this is the auditorium over here. All I know is they said he used to entertain all the kids at the cafeteria while they were eating lunch. And then oh yeah, there it is. There's the auditorium where all the doors exploded. when the DC-7B and the F-89 Scorpion fighter pilot exploded over this school. And this is where they recorded his live album that came out a year later. And here you go, folks, Ritchie Valens fans. Pretty original, huh? 1950s motif. Okay, well, this is the schoolyard where all the planes parts landed and killed 3 kids and injured 74. And on that album, Ritchie Valens live in concert, there were only 4 songs that were taken from it and put on the album that was released, that Bob Keane released, and the rest were all his demos that he performed in the basement at Bob Keane's basement recording studio. And I think it's creepy that he wrote an instrumental for this concert called From Beyond. It's almost like he was hexing himself, you know, like from beyond the grave or whatever. Okay, so that was kind of weird. That's kind of like tantamount to that last commercial that James Dean did when he said he was supposed to say the last life you save might be yours. Instead he said the last life you might save might be mine. And then 2 days later he gets killed. Okay, well, let's go around, see the schoolyard where that horrible day happened, that thankfully Ritchie Valens was not here. Okay, and we'll end this little virtual tour of Pacoima Junior High School. Okay, here you go. Here's another view of the schoolyard for what that's worth. And I wanted to say one thing. You'd think there'd be a statue to the first Hispanic American rock and roller in US history, but there's nothing of the kind in this city except these murals. So maybe you Hispanics, you Hispanics that are very rich and successful, maybe you can donate a nice beautiful bronze statue and put it at the park that's named after Ritchie Valens here in Pacoima. So the first rock and roll Hispanic American artist in US history, musician. Okay, thank you, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.